Hello everyone, in this video I am going to show how to download a file from SharePoint Online. The prerequisite for this video is you need to have a SharePoint site, online site, and you have a file uploaded on this. So this is my SharePoint Online site and I have a file inside this transaction script document library. I am going to download this file from my code. So I'll start this project. In this project, we need to first enter the SharePoint site URL from which we want to download the file, name of the user who has the permission on the file and site, password, and the URL of the file I want to download. So I'll say download. Now, step by step, I will explain with the debugger what is actually happening. So first of all, I am going to use a client context object. This client context object is defined in Microsoft SharePoint client DLL. So we have client DLL, we need to add the reference to this DLL. Now I'll go to the client. So I will initiate this client context object and I will pass the SharePoint site URL. Now in SharePoint site URL, the context is initialized, but we need to pass the credential to it. In case of SharePoint Online, we have a special kind of credential object, SharePoint Online credential, which requires a username and password. And also password it requires in a system.secure string. So now in password, what I have done, I have initialized this password from this method, get password from console. What is it doing? It is reading password from char by char and adding into the secured password object. So once we get this password, we initialize the context and now we have the client context with us. Now after the client context, we need to get the website server relative URL. In SharePoint client object, whenever we want to have a property of web or anything, we need to first load it. So here I am loading the server relative URL and now then executing it. So this will take a bit time to execute. We have the server relative URL with us. Now what I am going to do, so to download a file, we need to have the server relative URL of the file. So the URL which we enter in the text box is the full file URL. Now what I am going to do, I am replacing the site URL from the file URL so that I can have the site relative URL with me, and now I am adding the website server relative URL to it. So that's how I have got the file relative URL. Now I'll say the client object model to get file by server relative URL, load it, and I'll say open binary and I'll say execute. So it will load the file, it open binary. Now it returns the stream.value. We need to convert this stream to memory stream. Now after getting this memory, I am just using the file stream object to download this file on this path. So the file is downloaded in the bin folder. Thank you all. In the video I'll show you the reference of the code sample. Thank you for your time.